have some coal blocks and amethysts that I need to put in. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. And this time there's no fancy transition or nothing. It's just going to be just like, oh, well, there it is. Okay, never mind. Hello, my name is Uni, and welcome back to my 1.19 Let's Play series. And today I am floating in my nether hub, but not really. I am just on the glass below me. Yes, last episode we built this entire nether hub here. And in between these episodes, I have made little templates for the tunnels that will branch out. I might even make some diagonal tunnels going this way, but you know, that might be too advanced for us today. So yes, this is what we made, and I love the design below because it just shows all this ruinous sort of like spear pillar thing going up into the portal, and then above it we have the aura of power coming off of it. But today we have some projects not only in the overworld but in this little area right here. Now, this is where I stand to get my zombies to spawn in order to get my XP to repair my tools. But for a couple of things, I have never really liked this design. It's very bland, it sucks, and I'm going to step away because of the zombies. But I did love this design I made for this area, and I wanted to contrast it. So what I've decided is we are going to basically just kind of make this look nice, but then also have it shoot off in this direction. And we're going to create an enchanted cave where I can enchant more items. Yes, I need to enchant items because I need spares. And for now, all I have is this little librarian dude sitting with all these bookshelves. And I want to make it look a lot cooler. But in order to do that, I need to gather some supplies. And I actually also need to gather supplies for the next episode after this one. So what I'm going to be doing is going back up, and we're going to go ahead and do a little time lapse here of gathering up a bunch of resources for those projects. So if you hear it now, yep, it is time already into the episode. We have time lapse mode coming in, and we're going to get those resources right now. All right, we are looking a lot better with the resources that we currently have. I have gathered quite a bit of sand here for the basically all the concrete projects that I want to do, and I even organized the things inside of my ender chest here in order to show that this is where all the concrete goes. And I'll gather some more, but eventually this entire thing will just be concrete on the inside of my ender chest. And maybe I'll move it into just a regular chest and use that for emergency resources purposes. That's a lot of S's, but I do need to still go get more gravel. I didn't find any place where I could time-lapse, gathering gravel very well. But speaking of time-lapses, we did manage to get a lot of leaves in our previous time-lapse there. And oh my goodness, quite a bit. As well as a bunch of the logs, some oak and birch and all that stuff. And the dark oak, of course, up here. Now, I already have plenty of spruce, so I never had to worry about that in the first place, but I think one day I should get some jungle logs. In fact, I'll do that a little bit right now. But what we have to do is we have to go back down again because I have actually already hollowed out the cave, and it is time to start decorating in there. So before we go down here to check out the hollowed out cave area I have to go back over here in order to get rid of some of the stuff I have left behind. Yes, we have to get this all taken out of here and say goodbye to the old enchantment station. Or at least for the second time, since last time we had to put the aquarium in there. And now we can fill this in with some of these blocks here. And hello, Mr. Villager. You really like it down here, don't you? Well, you probably won't like it down here too much any longer, but maybe you'll be hanging out in the cave in a little bit because we are going to be moving all this stuff into our cave. Now let's go ahead and put those in there. This doesn't have any room, but here is all our supplies for this cave, and we are going to hop down here, and I will, oh, no pun intended, sir. Let's go ahead and hop down this way to see what I have hollowed out. There we go. It's a nice basic cave shape. However, now what I have to do is I have to go through and I have to kind of create little stalactites, stalagmites, replace every deep slate block in the area. Of course, I can't do that to these, but we will fill this with water and add some light sources, which is why I had the frogolites in here. In fact, I think one of them is going to go right there. Yes, perfect. Okay, this is going to work out just fine. Oh, that one doesn't go there. That one doesn't go there. Probably going to go here. Yeah, there we go. Anyways, I'm going to work on this for a little bit. And let's go ahead and just do a little fun thing here. I want to try this out because I think it'll be funny. So if we just go like this and come back here. Oh, there we go. We have the start to our crystal cavern of enchantedness. And yes, we are not quite there yet. There is some blackstone here that I have not quite put in, but that is because I have exhausted my supply of blackstone, ironically, as this is one of the resource gathering episodes. But the idea is to have this cavern be just like a black abyss of nothingness, as everything else seems to be that I make in this series. I don't know, there seems to be a theme going on, but this is the outline here. We have these little jump pads. In fact, let's go ahead and build them out for us right now. They're going to go up like this, and then eventually meet in the middle here, where there will be an enchanted table. Now, let me go ahead and just plop it down here. There we go. And if we just want to simulate it like this, we walk through. Oh, look at this. There it is. And then we just go hop, hop, and boom. We're enchanting stuff right here and now. In fact, let's see if I can't go ahead and just find my little supply here. And voila, just like that, we have a completed enchantment station. Yes, it is a nice tall one at that. And we have all the water, of course, below us with some hidden light sources here. If we were to just come in like this, you might notice you can't actually really see them. But if you turn around, you'll start to notice them. So now that we have this done, I have to get this covered in blackstone, but then I have some coal blocks and amethysts that I need to put in. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. And this time there's no fancy transition or nothing. It's just going to be just like, oh, well, never mind. There it is. Yep, I can't help myself. And we have now a almost complete cave. Yes, we have added in the amethyst blocks, all these nice little stalactite blackstone thingies going on here. In every which corner, oh my goodness, I have added so many of them. They are all over the place, but the last thing we need to do is we need to add in the crystals. Yes, that is the last part. And in fact, I think one more thing is probably storage for maybe lapis or something. And I don't know if you've ever been in a cave before, but they are very claustrophobic. I personally love being not claustrophobic, but the opposite. I don't know what it's called, but I just love tiny spaces, and places like this really make it feel like I'm being hugged from all corners, essentially. At least that's what it feels like to me. I know for some of you, you're probably screaming at the top of your lungs right now about how you hate caves and tiny spaces, but I just love them. I don't really like building them. This took a lot of mental power to think of and figure out how the hell I was going to create a nice looking cave, but in the end, it's worth it. I love how it looks, and I want to keep making more of these. But of course, I'm not going to make more caves for a while. This is going to be the last underground sort of dark themed thing for a while, and we just have to add in a few more crystals here. I'm just going through here, adding a few little extra details, but we now have all of the amethysts inside, as well as these little glass panes to add in just a little extra bit of detail in order to show that, yes, we have glass sort of crystalline structures in here, a lot of silica going on, but there it is. This is pretty much the complete project right here. Yes, I want to add a little bit more to the water, maybe a few more features. I don't want to add any plant life in here because it's kind of like void of life in a sense, but at the same time, it has a lot of enchantedness going on. And it is going to be a bit annoying to have to jump from here to here, and I'm going to be falling in the water a lot, but I'm willing to sacrifice that for the the sake of having a really cool looking enchantment room. But there we go. It is now done. I love it quite a lot. I want to add a little bit more light in the future. And now we have to move on to fixing this problem right here. But in the meantime, as I am doing that, I have also been spawning these guys in. I have turned off the hostile mob sounds because I didn't want to have to deal with it as I was recording and as I was building. But I've been repairing my tools as I've been going. And look at that. There we go. We're getting plenty of experience. I haven't even put a sweat or a tear into this project whatsoever, except for maybe my mental. But at this point, we're pretty much set. This is a great little project, and now I just have to do the last leg of it, which is the hallway. I mean, I have an idea for it, but I like caves, you know. I like this, but this is not my ideal small space. Hallways suck. They don't have, you know, an end to them. They just go and go and go. So let me go ahead and take care of that right now. I have changed my mind. I like hallways now, or at least I like this one because, wow, it is definitely a nice, rugged, and ruined hallway here. And it is definitely very contrasting to what is over here. Nice and neat and orderly, and everything looks great. You can sit down, relax, have a cup of joe, and peruse all the items that you didn't even use. Well, these ones were from the wall. But anyways, this down here is pretty much it. We have everything done. We have these nice little details of things that are inlaid into the wall, you know, as if chunks had been taken out of it. And it's very hard to see through here, but yes, there is where these zombies are. And I can actually now just stand right here and kind of let them spawn in, and they can track to me from this little hole in the glass. And there we go. I get my levels. And then I just turn around, I come back here, and I can go in and I can enchant all the things with my nice fancy red carpet that I just added as well. And this is up to level 30 now, and it is pretty much all complete. Now, a few other details here. If you notice, the stalactites do actually light up with the stalagmites in somewhat of a way. And then as well, if you notice the coal blocks that I added in, they kind of have like this effect where they follow through the wall and then they meet up on the other side, but then they come back in and they kind of go off and disappear over here, but then they come back down through here and meet up in the middle as well, going this way all the way through to this way. So that's all kind of connected in a way, and it's kind of cool. But that pretty much sums up today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. I really liked this project. It was a very cool and unique experience, and I want to do more like this in the future, but we do have to go back upstairs and do some stuff in the sunlight, of course. But my name is Uni. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next time.